rugged hills of Vermont saw his quiet childhood home, where serious Calvin Coolidge did not care to drift or roam. He learned the thrifty Yankee ways of silence and restraint, working the soil with steady hands without a brief complaint. He moved to Massachusetts towns to read the legal book, climbing the local civic steps by every oath he took. As governor in Boston town, he faced a striking crowd when striking police forces walked and raised a protest loud. He declared that no one has the right to strike the public peace, ordering state guard forces in to make the chaos cease. This firm defense of public law achieved a national fame, and on to the 1920 ticket when his name. He served as vice president until the darkest summer night, when Harding passed away in port and dimmed the executive light. His father administered the oath by a simple oil lamp gleam within the old Vermont homestead beside the mountain stream. In 1923, August was the historic date when quiet Calvin stepped ahead to lead the massive state. He cleared the Teapot Dome scandals out to make the office clean, appointing special prosecutors to restore the public scene. Booming years of wealth and factory pride as the historic roaring 20s rode a prosperous tide. He believed the chief business of the land was business trade, and so the federal spending cuts and tax reliefs were made. He signed the Indian citizenship back down the civil line in 1924 by a progressive design. This granted full national voting rights to every native race, securing legal standing inside their ancient place. He won a massive election triumph in his own right name. Though personal grief for his young son subdued the political fame, he backed the Kellogg Bryan Pact to outlaw global war. As 60 nations signed the text to close the conflict door. He chose to bypass radio hype and grand public display, using a legendary silence to guide the country's way. He famously declined to run for another term of power, stepping aside in 1929 before the hour. He left the White House prosperous, secure, and completely sound before the great financial crash disrupted all the ground. He retired to Northampton streets to write his personal page, living the quiet, modest life into his older age. In 1933, January was the date a sudden heart attack closed out his life in the Bay State. The laconic leader stands today, a frugal, honest core who kept the federal government small.